Hi, my name is Jason Young, and I'm an entrepreneur in the health and wellness area. But today's video is about a business idea using, yes, not necessarily fidget spinners, but 3D printing and Etsy. I came across this when I found this little planetary fidget spinner at my house, and I thought how satisfying it would be to have one made out of metal. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and search to see if I can find one. And I found this one on Etsy that they're selling for $50. The plastic version of this sells for $8 on Etsy, and that's with shipping. And I thought to myself, there's an opportunity here. So that whole idea is you go to Etsy, you type in basically 3D printing, and you see what the most popular models that are currently being made are and what people are buying. Then you Google it, the model type, just free STL file, which is one of the 3D printing types. Here's a free one you can download. Here's a bunch of free ones you can download. But once you find them, you download them to your computer. You go over to Craftcloud or any of these other 3D printing websites where you can basically send off the file, they'll print it for you, and then they'll send them back to you. You can come down here, go to, you can do steel, you could also do like, where's aluminum? That'd probably be under alloys, unless I'm completely blind. Yeah, let this, there we go, aluminum right there. So you get these made for $37.74 a piece. Plus, you just go up here, bump this up to like 10 models, see what this comes out to. And the whole idea is people like things, but they're only being offered at a certain level. There's always someone who is willing to pay more money for a higher quality good. So you're going to be servicing that need. You're going to be filling it in. So right here, it came down $2 plus you save a bunch of money on shipping. So if I was doing this, I would be buying these, put a bulk order in, and then sell them for about $60 on Etsy. But you can do this with any part. Understanding 3D printing a teeny bit, like watching a YouTube video about how it works, will make it slightly easier to understand which parts are going to work best for this. And I mean, you can also just upload the different models and try it out. You don't actually need any 3D printing knowledge to do this whole process. But any of these guys, I'd be careful about ones that link together like that. They might not do so well out of powder, but in that raccoon you might be able to do. I mean, it all depends on tolerances and stuff. And you can talk to the manufacturer and send them the files and let them know and get their opinion back on the feasibility of making it because you're a paying customer, so people are willing to do whatever you want for the most part. Anyways, right here, I saw this and I basically, where is it? I looked right here on the surface and I saw that they were 3D printed. So that's how the idea came to me. And right now I have a health coaching and insomnia company that I'm running with my brother. So I'm not going to be taking on this stuff. If you want to do it, I think this would be a great way to make money. And I kind of just had this idea. I'm like, I'm not going to act on it right now, but it's like too good of a one not to share with people, especially if you're a teenager looking for a way to start your own company. You could do this with a couple of products, and they've already sold a couple of theirs. But you get a couple 3D prints going. You're gonna need a little bit of inventory, so a little bit up from capital. But if you invest that, you get the 3D prints, and you start shipping them out through Etsy, through eBay, and it would honestly be an easy way to carve out a niche where you could make $200 to $500 or even more, depending on how much you want to ship out, which is also something you should keep in mind. Is you do have to ship these out unless you find some way to do a drop shipping deal. But for the most part, you'd be buying these, storing them at your house, which benefit of that is also the small profile, which means it would be very easy to ship these out. Probably would only cost $4 a piece. And all you need is some poly mailers, a scale, some bubble wrap, some labels for shipping. Yeah, that's about it. Really easy way to shipping tape for the bubble wrap, but really easy business model to get into, and it requires absolutely no ability to design within SolidWorks. You don't have to use Onshape. I think, yeah, you don't have to use Onshape or Fusion 360 or any of these platforms. You just get free models, spend the money, bulk them into metal, and then you sell that. You get them CNC'd. I mean, right here it looks like the one I'm using right now. But there's always going to be people who are willing to spend a little bit of extra money in order to get a higher quality product. And you could fill that.